Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura. So nice to meet you if we have not met before. In today's video, let's talk about pain, let's talk about trauma, let's talk about the dark side of manifestation and self-concept. Because I don't hear enough people talking about the T word, the trauma. I know we're told not to focus on lack, we're told not to focus on, the bad, because we don't want to manifest more of it. But the truth is, if you've experienced dark shit in your life, it doesn't just go away, in my experience anyway. It doesn't just poof, go away because I'm not focusing on it anymore, just because I'm not paying attention anymore. I also want to talk about how pain, trauma, shame, guilt, mistakes that you feel like you've made in the past, they are actually your superpower, because they are invitations to expand, to improve, to transform and transmute. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get into it. So where do we start with this one? My God, some of the biggest thought leaders in this field that I really look up to, I'm going to use Dr. Joe Dispenza as an example. He actually, as far as I know, became I don't know what his term is. He's a doctor, yeah, but he's an author, he's a coach, he's a healer, and he actually experienced a terrible accident. I don't know if it was a car accident or he was on I think it was a car accident, but he badly injured his spine. He was in hospital. He was paralyzed from the waist down. And it was when he was in hospital, he discovered the power of his mind and the power of his energy and how the body can heal itself, literally. He did. He healed himself. He unparalyzed himself. I don't know if that's a word, but that's what he did. And he then went on to write books, and he has seminars, and geez, he's like, if you don't know who he is, please go and look him up. Using Dr. Joe Dispenza as an example, he obviously never would have came on this journey and managed to help so many, like millions of people, if he had never experienced that awful, terrible, traumatic event. So I give you that example because I want you to look at trauma that you've experienced in your own life, even mistakes you feel like you've made, or just unfavorable events from the past that you reflect on and you don't feel good about. Maybe you've been hurt by someone, maybe you have childhood trauma. The way I look at it is, if you're interested in this work, like something has happened along the line. I know in the manifestation community, like, they don't like to use the L word, lack, but the truth is, it's come from a place of lack. It's come from a place of something different. You want something better. You want a more favorable circumstance. You want a different identity. I want you to use this as your superpower. I want you to use this as an invitation to transform and transmute that energy into something that serves you, because pain and shame and guilt, it doesn't serve us. All it does is it makes us feel like shit. It makes us feel like this. What good is that? No good, especially when you are trying to manifest a new identity. I want you to look at shame, trauma, pain, things that maybe you look back on and you're like, oh, I don't like, it's not a good feeling. It's not a nice thing to reflect on. You need to look at it and really see it as your superpower. See it as the invitation, the initiation, the reason that oftentimes it's the reason why a lot of us get on this journey. I know for me, I'm like, shit, I was struggling from stuff, from the past, mistakes I've made. The old identity wasn't serving me because I wanted more. I wanted different. I wanted more expansion. I wanted more opportunities. I wanted growth. I would never have felt that way had I not experienced the dark stuff from the past, because we cannot know light without darkness. Life is about like the yin and the yang. If you are watching this and you have surprisingly, honestly gone through life with no trauma, with no bad shit ever happening to you, round of applause. Seriously, round of applause. You deserve a medal for that. But most of the population, especially people who are interested in manifestation, it's because we've come from a place of lack. We've come from a place of, I'm here, I don't want to be here, I want to be over here, I want to be experiencing this, I want that. And manifestation, like I said, is just learning how to close the gap between those two things. If you don't feel aligned with, like, the airy-fairy version of manifestation, by the way, nothing wrong with that. But if it doesn't align for you, if the general message of, ask, believe, receive, and say your affirmations, and don't focus on the darkness, don't focus on the pain, don't revisit trauma, it doesn't serve you, then if that doesn't align with you, or if you've tried that and it doesn't work, do not worry. Don't worry. There's nothing wrong with you. It doesn't mean manifestation is not for you. It doesn't mean that you're never going to get what you want or be who you want to be. It just means we're all on different timelines. We're all on different journeys. It just means yours is going to look a bit different. Like mine's is going to look different from yours. Yours is going to look different from the other person, because events from the past, especially traumatic events, like they do shape us. And manifestation a lot of the time is about unlearning rather than learning. It's about unlearning unworthiness, unlearning shame, unlearning guilt. Pain really, once you are able to transform, once you're able to transmute pain, you receive so much resilience, expansion, compassion, empathy for others. You really receive so much from those dark times in your life. And I think that's a blessing, honestly. Can you imagine if you truly were just handed things in life? Like if you never experienced any sort of darkness, like, and you just get everything you want all of the time. Like, yeah, okay, probably in the beginning, cool, amazing, right? But as time went on, if that was really honestly your entire existence, don't you think you would be unfulfilled? Because you don't know the darkness, you only know the light. And it is about balance. I'm not saying that like life is all darkness, living a perfect life doesn't exist. It's just about looking at it in a different way. And it's about accepting that, yes, these bad things happen to me, but they don't define me. Like the stuff from the past, the trauma, it doesn't define me. And it doesn't mean that I don't get to have what I want now. I'm not tarnished for life. There's not a black mark across my name that I can't manifest and I can't receive what I want just because of this event or these circumstances. No. Look at it as your superpower. Like, this happened to me. It was dark, but oh my God, I made it through. Oh my God, I'm making it through, and I'm deciding that I want more for myself. Like, geez, I need to celebrate myself more. Like, that's how I want you to look at it. You need to throw a party for yourself. That you have been through such dark times and you still want more for yourself. You didn't give up on yourself. You didn't give up on life. Like, you're still fighting. You're still looking for more. You're still, open to change and growth. Like, congratulate yourself, please. Please. So much of this is like, we feel like, oh, I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing this right. I'm not da da da. Just take a day off and just give yourself a pat on the back, okay? You are moving mountains more than you probably even realize. And if you are struggling with trauma, events from the past, do whatever is going to work best for you. For me, I've tried therapy in the past, like talking therapy, CBT therapy, but it doesn't work for me. I don't know why. I just don't, it's fine and it's good, but I didn't see any big changes and shifts in it. What I've really been looking into more is somatic therapy. So somatics just means in the body, moving energy through the body. If you've never heard of it, I would really encourage you to look into it. There's a lot of free content on YouTube. There's somatic shaking, there's EFT tapping. I go to acupuncture, I do legs up the wall. It's about regulating the nervous system. And for me, I'm definitely learning more about how pain lives in the body and how that manifests in the body also. But the main message of this video is like, your pain is not your burden to carry. It's not this awful thing that's, ruined your chances of manifestation or ruined your chances of a good life. No, it's your superpower. It's your invitation. It's your initiation. It's your chance to transform and transmute and grow and expand. I really do believe that it's given to those who really can handle it and use it in a way to serve ourselves and to serve others. I definitely know when you go through stuff, it really gives you a chance to look at situations that you experience in the future, you see other people experiencing. It gives you a chance to see it through a lens of more compassion and empathy, because it's simple human nature. When you've experienced something yourself and you see someone else going through it, of course you're more compassionate. You can understand how they might be feeling. And I think that's a gift. So main things, give yourself a pat on the back, throw yourself a party, and don't be hard on yourself about like the healing journey. It's not linear. It's not, oh, I did therapy last week, so I'll be fine tomorrow. No, allow yourself the darkness, allow yourself the bad days, allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to be on this journey. You're a human being having a human experience. Yeah. If you're watching this, I love you. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. I hope you're healthy. Just, you know, use that darkness as your superpower. Okay. Okay. So yeah, as always, happy manifesting, and I will see you next time. Mwah.